I guess, and make those things happen?
Just trying to make them feel my presence early in the game, rather than taking the hit, taking the contact early. Just trying to initiate it. If I pick up a couple fouls, being aggressive, I think those are the ones we can live with, rather than them being aggressive and being the one to make the contact first. So just trying to disrupt things tonight, and the first half, just trying to give us some energy on the defensive end to spark something.
What's it been like playing next to Bones?
It's fun. It's fun. He's a pro. He's been here before. He's been on winning teams. So, he knows how to play. He knows how to be ready for his chance. And I think collectively, I think we were good. I think Rob pushed the pace tonight really well for us. He got in the defensive. He got in the passing lanes, got a couple steals, and get out and run. I think Rob was huge for us, and off the bench tonight as well.
Donte, you guys have maybe not played as well as you want, maybe the surfaces, but you won 7 of 8 games. Anything that's maybe quality of this team that you're seeing develop that's allowed you to pull some of these games out even when you're not?
I mean, quite frankly, I think that we're just staying together. We don't care what the outside is saying about, I think you look at our record last year at this time, we're way better this year than we were last year. And I think just collectively we're staying together. Yeah, obviously, there's a couple games that we would like to have back. But I think we're learning through that process, and we're staying together, staying positive. And, there's going to be lulls throughout the season. We're bound to hit another one, but it's just how you weather the storm, how you stay together. And as long as we're together in the locker room, we're cool.
What do you think you guys are doing kind of these close games better than you were a couple weeks ago?
Getting more stops. I think in the fourth quarter, you look at the teams that we've been playing in the fourth quarter, they're having, 19-point quarters, 20-point quarters, like lower point quarters, and we're getting out and running. They're not able to set up their full court pressure. They're not able to set up, different traps and whatnot because we're getting stops and out and running. And then next thing you know, we're going on offensive runs, and it just changes the dynamic of the game.
To kind of follow up on that, you've had a number of those quarters without Rudy on the floor. Just what's maybe been the key to playing better defense when he hasn't been on the floor?
Just to pick up the intensity, make them feel us, knowing that you don't have, Rudy behind you at the rim. It just changes the dynamic of the defense a little bit, but rather than letting them come to us, I think we're taking the initiative to go to them and make them feel us first, which is getting them out of, if they're catching the ball at the three-point line versus catching the ball 4 or 5 feet outside the three-point line, it's harder for them to run their plays, harder for them to get into actions, and it just disrupts what they're trying to do. So they still might score, but they're scoring with 2-3 seconds on the shot clock versus hitting easy ones and setting up their defense.
The last 2 games been kind of close in the fourth at the end of the game. Do you feel like you guys are making kind of strides in those clutch time minutes? And if so, what has gone in?
Yeah, I mean, I said this, I think, John, you were out there. And Golden State is like we just stayed together and stayed composed. I think everybody's aware of the stuff that's, said at the end of the games, and certain games that we've had collapse, if you will, at the end of the games. But I think in Golden State we stayed together, and we got good shots. We got the shots that we wanted versus letting them dictate what kind of shots and getting out of our rhythm and being sporadic and all that. I think we just live and die with the shots that we want, and I think we've been doing that.
Sporadic, like random, kind of more like random.
I think it was more so letting them dictate what they want to do, what they want us to do versus what we want to do. The pressure, the intensity. We didn't give into that last 2 games. I think we just, stay composed. I think that's the whole thing. When you stay composed, you stay together, you're living and dying with, you trust in your guys and making the right plays.
If basketball is a game of runs, do you consciously try to be a catalyst on those runs? Because, sometimes when you're trying to create chaos, those are the kinds of times when a team can get out and go 6-0 or 8-2 or something. Is that something you work at and almost consciously try to trigger?
No, I think it's, in the rhythm of the game, you're trying to, guys come in and try to be a spark. So, the guys that come in off the bench and want to be a spark, that can spark a run, and you feed off of the energy. Once you feed off of, 2-3 stops in a row, it changes the dynamic of the game, and you just want to feed off of that. Now, when they're going on their run, like I said, we can't, get beside ourselves. We can't start forcing one-on-one stuff. We can't start forcing, effort shots, if you will, from all of us. We need to, get good ones, trust our guys that have the ball the most, and stay composed and stay together. So when they're making a run, you know, it's a conscious effort to, you know, nip it in the bud. But when we're making a run, you just want to feed off the energy and keep going.